Hi guys, today I want to share some stories with you that I got from Quora. Well, the story that I came across recently starts with this guy, let's call him Jason. He's traveling late one night on a deserted highway. It's one of those stretches of road that feels like it's in the middle of nowhere. No lights, no other cars, just darkness. He pulls into this rundown gas station to fill up, and that's where he meets David. Now, David's this friendly guy in his late 20s. He is full of smiles and chat. He's stuck and needs to live to the next town, which is about 550 miles away. Jason, in the situation where he's short on cash, and David offers to split the gas. So, Jason thinks that why not, so he lets David in. They hit the road together, they're chatting, getting along, and everything seems fine. So, but as they drive further, things starts a little unsettling. They're driving down this windy stretch of highway, and that's when Jason sees something up ahead. There's a man standing by the side of the road, waving for a ride. He's dressed in old shabby clothes, looking desperate, and instinctively, Jason reaches for the brakes. But then, David stops him. Dude, what are you doing? Didn't you hear the news? Please don't stop. So there's this tension now thick in the air. Jason instinctively pulled the pedal gas instead, and Jason confused, asking David what's going on. Why don't we stop? And that's when David tells him. He tells him about the news he read, something that happened on this exact road. Apparently, there's a serial killer out there, 3 murders in the past few months. And the killer, he pretends to be the hitchhiker, flags people down for a ride, and when they stop, well, let's just say they don't make it the next time. So David pulls out his phone and shows Jason these photos. Crime scene photos, they're horrific. One of them is a girl, her head caved in, her neck twisted in an impossible angle. Another is a couple, both of them stopped and left the road in their car. Jason stares at these images, and suddenly, the realization hits him. He doesn't need to pick up a hitchhiker because there's already one in his car. So Jason glances at David, and for the first time, something feels off. David's face changed. He's no longer the friendly guy from the gas station. And then Jason starts to wonder, is David really who he says he is? Could he be the killer? And after all, everything about the situation feels off. But instead of panicking, Jason plays it cool. He turns to David, keeping his voice calm and controlled. You know, he says, I've got a theory. What if the police are wrong about the hitchhiker? What if the killer isn't the one waiting on the roadside? What if it's the driver? David doesn't respond right away. He just stares at Jason. And at some point, his eyes tells him that he's in trouble. But then, in one swift motion, Jason pulls out a dagger from beside his seat and plunges it into David's chest. David gasps, his eyes wide in shock, but Jason doesn't stop. He twists the blade, watching as the life drains from David's body. The struggle doesn't last long, and when it's over, Jason sits back and his heart racing. He feels some kind of power. He feels powerful. He then drags David's body into Jason's seat, into the driver's seat, making it look like David has been the one driving. Then, with one final twist, he snaps David's neck. That sound, the sound of the bones breaking, is music to his ears. He loved it. So, you see, the police are still out there looking for the killer, but they've been looking in the wrong place all along. So how's the story? It has a really interesting plot twist, right? So, let's see you in the next time.
Well, so hi guys, I'm gonna do the reaction video of Muthiah horror stories, and I think it's called Mohit. So let's just check it out. So the story is very suspenseful and creates an effective horror atmosphere. From the start, there is an easy feels that the main characters pick up Mohit, who initially seemed friendly. Then, however, when Mohit reveals the information about the serial killers, the tension increases significantly. So their dialogue is thrilling, and especially when that they teach each other and both have hidden agendas. So the twist at the end, when it's revealed that the main character is the killer himself, is shocking. The change in Mohin's expression from looking terrified to realizing the truth gives depth to the characters, and the description of the main character's strength and satisfaction while committing the murders makes the readers feel deeper sense of horror. I think the strength of the narrative lies in the way the authors build tension slowly and adds psychological elements with sharp dialogues, and the shocking ending where the killer feels like God, adding a terrified dimension to the stories. And overall, this is a story that is very effective in creating tension, exploring the dark nature of human beings. And next, I like how it presents the mind games between the two characters, keeping the readers in suspense until the very end. Yeah, I think that's all my reaction about Muthiah Khansa Nurdina video. So, thank you. Bye.